What's up guys, this is Falsified, and in this video I'll be giving you 5 tips that should help you become the next Overseer. First things first, know the weapons. Understanding the weapons in the game, their strengths and weaknesses, and what roles they play can be very important in your success. Long range weapons, medium range weapons, short range weapons, there's lots of different ones, and there's not just one best one. A lot of the times they differ in recoil, they differ in damage, they may differ in the types of damage, from energy damage to ballistic damage to radiation damage, and thus they're good in different situations. It's also important to know what version of each weapon you may like. After you've decided, do I want to use automatic weapons, do I want to use melee weapons, do I want to use rifles, you can break it down to, well, which rifle do I prefer? Which automatic weapon do I prefer? The submachine guns has very little recoil, but the radium rifle can drop more damage if I land the shots correctly. It's important to understand these various nuances when you're deciding exactly what weapon it is you want to use. Next, it's also important to think, what is the chance of me actually finding this weapon in-game? If you're looking for an automatic grenade launcher, you may not find that every game. However, if you're looking for a submachine gun, chances are it'll show up. Tip number 2, know your environment. It's very easy to see you running around in that bright blue Fault 51 jumpsuit. Understand what kind of armor you're wearing, and know what you look like in different areas. Knowing where high and low ground is in reference to yourself can be the difference between winning and losing games, as oftentimes high ground will leave you demanding more headshots and having better visibility of the people you're attacking. Stay away from open fields and try not to take roads. Following roads will make you very easy to find and easy to track. Sticking to trees and bushes is a great idea. Tip number 3, pick your perks. Use perks that complement your playstyle. If you're going to be running around with a machine gun, why do you have heavy weapons perks? If you're going to be running around reviving people and being a support class, it might be beneficial to have some reviving perks, maybe some speed perks, action boys, so you can get around. Are you looking for that large gun in that terminal? Then perhaps you're going to need to have Hacker. Tip number 4, know your loot route. It's best to know the map as best as you can. Usually it's easy to look at it in the pre-game lobby, as during the game people might be shooting at you. In the pre-game lobby you've got plenty of time to just explore. At first you may not know where the chest spawns are, so it's good to understand exactly where structures are by looking at the map, and that'll give you an idea of where you may want to land in order to get better loot. Where you're going next is also very important. A lot of times people will land in one place, say Sutton, and they'll walk circles looting Sutton until somebody else comes by and kills them. It's better to know that once you've looted everything in Sutton, where am I going? Am I going south? Am I going north? Am I going east? It's good to know exactly where you plan to move next. Tip number 5, work together. Fallout 76 emphasizes teamwork in a way that most other Battle Royale games do not. It's very easy to finish a kill, and there are no revives. For this reason, it's good for you to be close enough to your teammates that if they were to go down, you'll be able to adequately pick them up or give them covering fire so that they don't get easily taken down by one of the enemies. It's also good to set roles within your team. No team needs 4 snipers. No team needs 4 people with 50 cals, all competing for ammunition. It's good to understand, alright, this guy's going to be more aggressive, this may be our sniper, this may be our support class. Doing things like this allows you to decide where certain resources should go and allows you to be a more cohesive unit. Which brings me to my next point. Share ammunition. A lot of the times I see people run up to a bag and they just take everything as quickly as they can, as long as it's not a gun and it won't over encumber them. This is so bad. What happens is that leaves one person with all the ammunition, and if they die, everybody else is stuck fighting much more prepared teams with nothing in their pockets. Furthermore, after you're done looting, it's good to communicate to your teammates what you're leaving behind. They may not necessarily know where that bag is. They may not necessarily believe that there might be something in there for them. And with how hectic the game can get, it's best to be able to tell them, hey, there's some 45 rounds in here. Obviously, you don't need to tell everybody about the 38 rounds. Everybody has .38. But things like 45s for radium rifles, things like 50 cals, things like 308s, these are the types of things that usually you're going to want to announce. No one can help you if you do not tell your team that you are in trouble. If you go down, tell them. If you see some enemy activity, tell them. It's always better to mention something and have it not happen than not mention it and find yourself killed.
Yeah, I see him.
To quickly recap, 1, know your weapons. Know what weapons you're going to be using, know what weapons you like, what weapons you don't like. 2, understand your environment.
I got him.
Know what you look like, know what your surroundings look like, know how you blend into them, and where you may want to go to put yourself in a good position. 3, pick your perks. Using perks that complement your play style can make a big deal in your end game. If they should complement your weapons, they should complement what you want to do, and they should complement how you want to play.
See a red diamond.
Know your loot route. Understanding exactly where everything is plays a major role in your success in this game.
Where is
Know
he?
where you're going to go after you land. Don't just plan on one spot. 4,
I need to drop
work
one
together.
thing real quick.
Finally,
so.
work together.
Where?
Fallout
Yep,
76 emphasizes teamwork. Do not leave yourself
Okay.
working as a single man when you have 3 other teammates. And as always, have fun.
May as well pop him.
So far, Fallout 76 has seemed to be a wild ride, and I don't think it'll be ending anytime soon. I'm hoping this video will help those of you struggling. If it does, leave a like, leave a subscribe, maybe leave a comment. Let me know what I can do to make these better.
What?
Have a good one.
Did we win?
Yeah, we did.
Well executed, Mass.
Good job, guys.
Very good.
Yeah, good job.